Hi, how's it hanging? I'm making a video now because I haven't really made one in a while. Sorry for the voice, and I'm congested. I'm sleeping in front of my AC, but anyways, uh, this video is basically about my birthday. It's in about 10 days, and I have no desire to celebrate it whatsoever. I'm putting together something last minute because my brother will be in town. But honestly, I don't want to do anything. Before he originally said he was coming, or at least finalized the fact that he was coming, I was like, at most, I'll do a spa day, make sure I don't work, and so that I don't end up sitting in the house all day, go to the spa. There's this restaurant, I can't think of what it's called right now, but they have like these spiked sweet teas. I went after and got one of those to celebrate. I've been looking at bakeries in my neighborhood just to go get like a little mini cake because I haven't really had a birthday cake in maybe 26, 25, something like that. Before 25, I was really big on like always trying to have like a big group and friends and all of this. And as years went on, I learned how things don't always go as planned, especially when you're dependent on other people for your birthday to be a good birthday. So when I first moved here to New York, I had no idea how I wanted to celebrate my birthday. I don't think I really thought about it. The girls that I had as roommates at the time asked me, what I wanted to do, what kind of food I liked. And I mentioned Korean barbecue. It's like something that I got really in Florida, but I loved it. Something I wanted to try. So one of the girls was like, oh, I know a lot of different places. Like, just tell me who you want to invite, thinking I have friends. I had been in New York for a couple of months, so I had made some acquaintances. The two acquaintances I invited were from the acting class I was taking that summer. Both of the people I invited, they were my partners, so like we would have to like either go to each other's house or whatever to like practice for class. So I invited them, and then there were 3 girls that I was like roommating with the situation with, and they invited some people. So my first birthday here, it was a nice kind of like you're not in Kansas anymore kind of moment. Like we had a nice dinner, and then afterward we went and walked to, it was kind of like a food court. I still have not been back there since this day. And we got like boba tea, and then that was it. The night ended. It was nice for what it was. I didn't have to really worry about anything, really, just whatever money I needed for my part of whatever, and it was really nice. After that, I think the 2 years back to back after that, I was on a show, like physically doing a show on my birthday. So for me, that was like all I needed, really. Except for the 30th birthday, I wanted to celebrate with friends. So after the show on my birthday, everybody came back here to my apartment, and we drank and smoked a little bit and just enjoyed the company for a couple hours, and then I had to take everybody out because I was doing a show. I had a matinee and a night performance the next day, so I needed to get some kind of sleep. So eventually, I kicked everybody out. And then by 31, we're in the pandemic, so I did a photo shoot for the first time, which was for me. I feel like once I hit 30s, the birthdays were for me. 31 was the photo shoot. 32, I decided to do a big thing because, like, the people that I had in my life, or so I thought, I thought I had enough people where I could get a big group of people out and just do something, which I did. I even had a friend from Florida visiting. She wasn't even visiting me. She was a traveling nurse, just so happened to be close by that came out. And it was nice. It was something, that night was cool. It had its own things that I mentally dealt with that night. But overall, it was a great night. I had Chinese barbecue, not Korean barbecue, but still plenty of drinks because we went to my roommate's bar that he worked at, so we got the hookup. And then afterward, I went out and just danced until we all wanted to go home, basically. Or no, wait. Maybe we danced until the place got shut down. I don't remember. I just know I didn't stay in until 8 because I started to look drunk, so eventually we left. But that was like the last time I did something with people. So that was, yeah, like I said, 31. 32. Hold on, I'm doing the math. That was 32. 33 and 34 were very quiet. 33, I kind of reached this point where I'm like, I don't want to plan anything. I don't want to make the reservation, tell people about the time of the reservation, or even think about who all am I inviting, what would be a good time, because if people work, them having enough time to like drop things off from work, change, whatever, to get to where we have to go, or just people being able to make it in general. So you think about all the time, and then where to go, and it's just a lot. And right now, with how I've been feeling in life, it just feels forced. So for the last few years, it feels like it'll be forced for me to plan something and then have a whole bunch of people, or a couple people can't make it, or whatever. Or things just not go right. I've had it happen a lot of times. Or I plan multiple events with multiple outfits. Now I'm stressing about the money that I have. It's just a lot. So last year's birthday, I didn't do anything. So 33, didn't do anything. Spotted, met my best friend, and got banana pudding, and we sat in the park for a couple of hours until I got tired. Because if you have never gotten or gone to a spa day, like I'm talking about, you're there an hour before the massage, so you're in the pools and like the different plunge pools and the saunas, and you're rotating, and then you get the massage and the scrub, and then you spend like another 20 minutes back into the plunge pools. Girl, boy, by the time y'all leave, like, your body is so relaxed, you don't want to do anything. So I learned that lesson. So my idea this year was, maybe I'll do a spa day early and then go da-da-da-da. But I'm like, I'm going to want a nap after a spa day. Like, yeah. So it was just so much. I have a couple of friends asking me what I'm doing. So as of right now, I have for sure 4 people that will join me for dinner, including my brother, who will be visiting from Michigan. So at dinner 5 sounds like it'll be about it for this year. But I don't want to do anything. Like, it sucks because I used to be that person that thought that birthdays were a big deal. And whenever I met someone that didn't, I never understood why. Like, you're celebrating like the year you just had and going into the next year. And I get it. Some people are just like, it's just a year older. For me, it was like what was to come, especially when you're younger. Like, you're reaching all these milestones. I think once you reach out of the milestones, like, 15 getting your permit, 16 getting your license, 18 being able to smoke if that's your thing, 21 being able to drink if that's your thing, and then like once you get older, it's about being able to afford to rent a car or rent a hotel room, whatever. Once you reach the age where you can do all of that, it kind of feels like there's something, not that much to look forward to, my opinion, by the way. Especially if your life is stagnant. And I think that's why for the last couple of years, what am I celebrating? Like, I remember when I used to think back and was like, I want 35 to be a big deal. Like, I want to go on a cruise, or I want it to be a destination birthday. Like, I had a thought. I don't remember why, but I guess because I've never done something like that. So it was like 35 is like that age. It's like an age to do it, right? And here I am 10 days out and I'm turning 35 and I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I have been debating about getting my hair done, which I'm like, I should get it done this week so that by next week I don't have to worry about anything. I don't want to spend the money on that. I haven't had like a mani and pedi in October, since October, right before I had my accident. And again, I'm like, should I even waste the money on that? Buying an outfit, should I waste the money on that? While thinking about all of that, making sure I have money for dinner because I am a single individual. So that thought of, it's my birthday, somebody gonna pay for me. Once you hit 35, that is not a guaranteed deal. Shit, people nowadays, they can make it to your function to be able to like pay for themselves. But for you to, unless you got like a best friend that's there that got money, like they know it's your birthday and girl, I got you, or a significant other. If you're going off of drinks, that's like one thing, but like, so I don't know. I've been in my mind about it because if I'm doing anything in particular, especially like with reservations for a Friday night, I need to be doing that now. And I can't make up my mind. Or maybe I have made up my mind, but I just really don't care to do it. Like, thinking about the last year and going into the next year, it makes me want to cry. It doesn't really make me doesn't make me excited about anything. Usually I see growth in me. And can look back and say, I'm not the same person that I was a year ago. But, sorry. But that's what happens when I think about the last year. Because this shit did not go at all how I thought it was gonna go, how I hoped that it would go. But that's life, right? You get dealt the cards you're dealt, and you gotta make best do with what you have and push on. So maybe that's what I need to look forward to on the second half of my 30s, is knowing and understanding the knowledge and experience that I have in this life and just going with it. Because hope for anything different is just, it's child's play. It's stupid, really. Like I said, I'm here because I haven't made a video in a while, and me not knowing what to do for my birthday has been on my mind, so I thought I'd share that with the world. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm not excited. I honestly wish that I could just wake up and sleep all day. Moment of transparency. I wish that I had someone around that cared enough to make it special for me. In whatever way they saw fit. Because they knew me and they knew how grateful I would be for anything. But I don't have anyone like that in my life. So I have to do it. And I've been doing it for years. Like, probably since I was 18, 19. Definitely 19. Like, me throwing parties and night outs, I've been doing since I was 19. And so, like I said, something always happens to the point where now if something bad happens, I don't stress it because that's what birthdays are for. But even with all of that, who cares? Who the fuck honestly cares? Other than my mother and my father. Because they love me, they celebrate my life, they text me, whatever. But honestly, it really doesn't matter. Birthdays don't matter, celebrations don't matter. None of that shit fucking matters. Sorry for being so negative on this video. Whatever I do is forced. I'm sure I'll post pictures if I do something. I'm sure I'll talk about it on social media. But as you see these pictures, just know whatever I'm posting is forced. Like, the time I'm having with people is not forced. But to do this is forcing. I'm forcing it. Just wish me luck.